and a 17-time NBA All-Star, the third highest scorer in NBA history, the 2008 MVP, two-time NBA Finals MVP, five-time NBA champion, a 6'6" guard from Lower Merion High School, where he won the title in 1996, number 24, Kobe Bryant.
So, the final two teams, the San Francisco 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs. I was actually hoping for, well, in the beginning of the year when the football season started, I was hoping for Patriots versus Saints. I've been wishing that for like a few years now. But then it was Saints versus Titans because Ryan Tannehill actually proved to be something worth in Tennessee. Let's see if he can do it next year again. And then we got this. So let's see what UrinatingTree has to say about these two final contestants. So here we go. Excuse me. In 3, 2, 1, and go.
We have football. We had miraculous comebacks. We had infuriating jokes. We laughed at teams. We had others come from nowhere. Now it's Super Bowl time, where we pray for a compelling game that doesn't put us to sleep. May we also pray for the teams that fell short of this goal. So much for the optimism. Leave it to a team that has given their fans nothing but heartbreak to keep twisting the knife as if it's a screwdriver. The first half was dominance. The Bills' defense was destroying all things Deshaun Watson, and Bill O'Brien's job was roasting on an open fire. A 16-point lead sounds perfect, right? Well, Buffalo's offense couldn't agree.
Nope.
Bill's Mafia's ready to kill me for this, but Josh Allen ain't ready yet. He's far more of a running back at this point, and it showed when it mattered. Touchdowns revert to field goals. It's here where J.J. Watt carried this team on his back like a big boy and rallied the troops to score 19 unanswered. When Bill O'Brien happens and the Bills die, you think, yeah, the Texans are gonna blow it, but then Deshaun Watson saves O'Brien's job from the fire. It's so Buffalo to have sweet victory in your grasp only to have it taken away. All you can do is pray Josh Allen, develops faster than red wine. It's surreal when it actually happens.
I can't believe it happened.
Playing like shit. On display for weeks at a time, yet you know what experience
What, it was foggy?
They'll pull out some bullshit. When facing the Titans, the standard offensive shittiness occurs, but I couldn't celebrate. It's New England. They'll win in the end. They always do. Except this time, it never happened. The offense sucked and sucked and sucked. Unlike a blowjob, there was no climax. Derrick Henry bulldozes over you long before it happens. If I'm that defense, I want heads. They didn't deserve Tom Brady's ashes moving into an urn. Perhaps the receivers can catch a train out of here, but I have my doubts. And of course, the coup de grace, a pick six on the final throw. May we hope this is truly the end instead of a mirage. Please die.
I don't think so.
The playoffs, Philly. I'm proud of you for defying the odds. However, the football gods aren't as pleased. They demand more payments. Oh, no, they don't want another token offering. They want the main prize. Everything is fucked. Carson Wentz dies for your sins yet again. The geriatric Josh McCown does his best, but let's be real, the Eagles were far too wrecked to even consider doing anything this year. The Seahawks were unimpressive as hell, but that's how bad it was for Philly. They had nothing. It was like watching Germany trot out a bunch of 12-year-olds in the final days of World War II.
They got past the Cowboys to get a playoff spot.
Having hindsight powers, and we still laugh at the Cowboys. Sounds like another day in Philadelphia. When I said this team was going to fuck it all up somehow, I didn't anticipate it would be this early in the playoff run. Heavy favorites with everything to play for. Yes, the perfect excuse to look like shit in all facets of the game. If you're going to prove yourselves as contenders, at least have an answer for the Vikings defense. They stuffed you all game long as the offense pulled off a talent heist. Most skills they had were robbed. Drew Brees did his part by making crucial mistakes to give Minnesota life. I had concerns about the Saints secondary from week one.
I gotta say,
torched by Kirk Cousins. You like that? Or
first
are you too busy trying to
year,
devise a conspiracy that the NFL is against
2 years
you?
ago
No,
it was,
the only people to blame for this one are yourselves. This may have been
a player failing to do his job, second year as a refs failing to do their job, and this one is more like Drew Brees failed to do his job.
This game merely emphasized it. A 24-0 lead where the Chiefs are all but dead to rights. They're self-destructing in front of our very eyes.
Twist the dagger, not just simple stab,
that is,
twist
you're Bill
it.
O'Brien. He took this as a challenge. Everything the Texans represent was on perfect display for 3 quarters. I've suspected it for years, but this game confirmed it. Bill O'Brien is a terrible head coach who should have been fired years ago. Here's the issue. You don't go for it on a 4th and inches on the Chiefs' 10-yard line. Fine, take the points. You're up by 3 scores. So why the fuck are you faking a punt on a 4th and 4 on your own 30? What the fuck is your major malfunction? That play is grounds for immediate firing, and the rest is just icing on the cake. Painfully blowing a 24-point lead in 10 minutes. And not just that, the team just checks out and proceeds to be massacred. 41 unanswered points.
Ouch.
Kansas City ran out of touchdown fireworks. If you out-launch Bill O'Brien into the sun, Houston will love you for it. And the worst part, nothing will change. O'Brien will still be a hack as a head coach and GM. This organization is forfeit. Delete the goddamn franchise because you're a meme now. This felt like a game you don't recover from. Someone please free Deshaun Watson.
Who knows?
You guys should seriously talk more shit. A dominating season undone by 1 game. If the objective was to do this, then mission accomplished. You know what this felt like? The 2017 Pittsburgh Steelers. They talk endless shit about how they're going to the Super Bowl and then get embarrassed in their first playoff game because they look past their opponent. Did you like Derrick Henry? Maybe you can tell Earl Thomas that he couldn't tackle him
Derrick
for shit.
Henry
As for the offense, Lamar Jackson got shut down.
Yeah.
The bold decisions to go for it on 4th down failed repeatedly. That's enough to end any hope. A year full of promise now lost to the wayside.
I was more confident the Titans win this game just because the fact Ravens had an easy month. Everyone said it.
It is inevitable. Minnesota season ending with a silent thud on the ground. Lifeless, cold, dead on impact. They weren't even expected to make it this far, but apparently that's good enough. Heading into Santa Clara was a death sentence. The Vikings' offensive line was ripped apart for 60 minutes.
They had a
Cook was
shot.
completely ineffective. Nothing could get going. The defense couldn't hold for long as San Francisco might won the day with ease.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Despite the Niners' defensive line dominating, everyone will blame Kirk Cousins for the loss and call it a day. I'm not going to go super hard on them for losing, though. They get the worst punishment imaginable. Another year of the same goddamn shit in 2020. Well, there goes your chance. Not that you had much of one to begin with, what with the end of season skid and all the injuries on offense. Makes perfect sense to keep running the damn ball when you're running backs.
I thought this would be the game where the Legion of Boom can be resurrected. I was
Remember how bad
wrong.
your defense was? It was exposed badly in the first half. Even then, the Seahawks had to stick to the narrative. They had to come back and make it a game. Green Bay even did their patented don't do shit in the second half because we're inconsistent as hell shtick. It still wasn't enough. Seattle was too late. The Packers went ugly for roughly the 11th time this season. No, I don't give a shit if this was a first down or not. Seattle would have blown the next play regardless. I was wondering why Titans fans were hesitant about having hope for their team. Seems like they knew this was coming in the end. Can't even fault them for it. Tennessee just ran out of gas. The moment they went 3 and out just before halftime was when I knew they'd lose. The spotty defense being unable to tackle anything would merely justify it. Just look at Mahomes slip off everything like grease. It's embarrassing to watch. The rest of the game kind of was as well. That slow deflating of hope, that's reality setting in. No real shame for them. It's a good season, but that's good enough for you. Now the question lies with Tannehill and Derrick Henry. They're free agents in the spring and they're going to get paid. Here lies the typical standard for the Titans. 1 yard short. Hypothetically, of course.
Ouch.
The Packers playing ugly football ends up haunting them in the end. It's like I've been saying this for weeks. They go into Santa Clara and get stomped. Unlike most Green Bay games this year, the team just doesn't bother to show up until it's far too late. The whole team was exposed. The defense couldn't stop Raheem Mostert if they tried. Jimmy Jesus just sat there and watched him run. I thought you had a defense now, so where did it go? The offense didn't do anything until garbage time. Congratulations, you reinforced every single thing I bitched about. I keep going on about how Green Bay was what I thought they were, but that's too consistent for the Packers' standards. It's best to just say nothing for half of it. Keep sleeping on us, you said? Well, the team slept for a good deal of the game. Thank God I don't have to be salty and say this league is rigged. That's a gift for us all. Let's see who's not New England from the AFC.
Wow.
The Kansas City Chiefs, slung a team that has been the bridesmaid to their superiors.
Ouch.
Eternally the Night's Watch as everyone else enjoys drunken gluttony.
Does that
and
mean you're gonna be
pleasures they
St.
would
Louis
never
Blues?
experience. That is
And
until
win it
now.
all?
I wouldn't necessarily call it a true change in how the Chiefs played. It was a perfect storm of circumstances. Big teams in the AFC collapsed or underachieved. It's a time of great change in the conference. And there's also the Chiefs offense being the Chiefs offense. I'd say that's the most important part. The key formula here, no Pittsburgh, New England, or Indianapolis in the way. A world without Brady, Ben, or Manning in the Super Bowl. Thank God. The newest flesh to claim the mantle of AFC quarterback, Patrick Mahomes. Let's bring out the archive footage.
We have reached a paradox. The Chiefs have drafted a quarterback in the first round, and they traded up to do it. I feel like the world I've known is suddenly crashing down upon me. Hell has ordered millions of snowblowers. Cats and dogs are dancing in the streets, and all because the Chiefs have done something for the first time since the Reagan administration. Oh, who am I kidding? He will probably be as effective as Alex Smith because Chiefs.
That aged impeccably. Let me eat these words like the moldy bread that it is, even if they were tongue-in-cheek. Alex Smith, he is not. Mahomes is leading the new wave of quarterback, one that blends elusiveness and an elite arm. He was boom or bust out of college. Let's just say he boomed. Not only becoming one of the biggest faces of the NFL, but having the statistics and talent to back it up. A Super Bowl appearance was inevitable with such skills. Even with his
I thought this guy would only like do passing before in the AFC, but I was wrong. The guy can move.
Why would you desecrate such a fine cow like that? The receiving corps does not care about such transgressions. They boast breathtaking speed that few teams can cover. Tyreek Hill is one of these weapons. He may allegedly be a piece of shit off the field, but by God can he catch a football. Just learn from Antonio Brown and not let the negative traits ruin your career. May we hope McCall Hardman doesn't attract as much attention off the field as he does on it. Just look at that speed. Well, if you're able to watch long enough before he's in the end zone. Sammy Watkins, just add more raw talent on top of the pile, why don't you? And there's also this Travis Kelce guy. He might be pretty good at catching footballs and creating separation. Can't get confirmation on that, however. Kansas City doesn't have a true feature back, but with that receiving talent, they don't really need to. Damian Williams is a solid two-way option to give another element of surprise to an offense. They also have Shady McCoy. He doesn't play much, but he's still there. The main question for the Chiefs will be in their defense. It shows flashes of brilliance, but can still be seen as a liability in spots. To succeed, they will need more key
especially in the
performances from guys
first
like Chris
quarter.
Jones, Frank Clark, and the immortal
I mean, they
Lord
shouldn't
that is
have to
Terrell
go through that
Suggs.
two
They can get to the
games.
quarterback, but what about their secondary? How about the revival of the Honey Badger playing the best football of his career? Daniel Sorensen? Javarius Ward? It's something at least. It may still be iffy, but it's enough to get back to the Super Bowl for the first time in 50 years. If it's anything, they beat the Vikings in a big upset. Hank Stram became immortal with that win, and today a long-cursed coach will also get another shot. Andy Reid. The great failure of our times is a shot at redemption. The man has always known offense, but it helps that the league adapted to his strengths. Even for as much as I shit on him, the guy is a likable personality. Career football man, future Hall of Famer, worthy of a title. The last time he made it to the Super Bowl, it was against the Patriots. Predictable outcomes occur. Who is Reid getting his chance against this time?
San Francisco.
San Francisco was a really hard team to predict before the season. Years of being terrible due to their own self-sabotage 5 years earlier seemingly were never ending. 2018 was supposed to be the year where the Niners would return to relevance, but then everyone got injured by week 3 and back to the basement they go. Not many had San Fran being in the playoffs. I didn't think they'd make it. Too many variables. We still didn't know what Jimmy Garoppolo could be. The defense had a lot of new parts that could possibly not mesh. Despite the questions, this year was critical for the franchise. Let's just say it worked out in the end. I'd say I saw them as legit around the time week 5 or 6 rolled around, when they took Cleveland out back and downgraded them to factory of sickness.
I always had a
status.
feeling
After that,
Jimmy G
going into LA and
make it
silencing the potent offense of the
49ers
Rams.
great again.
With that momentum, there was little that could
That
stop
he had
the
to wait a
train.
year.
Conducting the locomotive of death, none other than Jimmy Jesus. He's emerged as a legitimate starter after years of tantalizing us all. Look at him sling the ball
Plus
to the
being
likes
behind
of
Brady.
Emmanuel Sanders and Deebo Samuel. Become a man, son. The rushing attack is fierce and boasts a combination of Matt Breida, Tevin Coleman, and Raheem Mostert. Good old Raheem Mostert, a longtime journeyman finally finding a home. And he is good at running the rock. Before you ask, yes, he was a member of the Cleveland Browns. But I'm forgetting the main ingredient of the offense.
I gotta say, I have not much to say about San Francisco. I mean, besides their undefeatedness and before they got defeated during the season, I really don't have much to say about them.
Of the offense. This 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 of the offense. This
Ouch.
of the offense. This 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 of the offense.
Ooh.
Of the offense. This of the offense. Can the 49ers secondary be able to keep up with the speed of the Chiefs receiving corps? Many have tried and failed. If San Fran's defensive line can get to Mahomes, even for his elusiveness, it will be a very tough go. I don't know why, but it just feels like time for Kansas City. Too many elements playing out in the right way. Miami Dolphins sacrificing their tank for a much easier road here. The Patriots losing. The Titans conveniently bowing out. It'll lead to a shootout in the Super Bowl, with Mahomes hoisting Lombardi in the end. The Andy Reid joking games are getting stale anyway. I'll still miss those glorious narratives.
Plus, his legacy of failure video on Andy Reid will become obsolete. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you your finalist. I also think Kansas City will also win the Super Bowl, but that's just me. I feel like they're gonna get off to a slow start against San Francisco, but momentum will shift their way and win at the end, giving back what Kansas City wants after so long: the Lombardi Trophy and a Super Bowl win. Alright, thank you for watching my reaction. I'm sorry I didn't have much to say about San Francisco. I really didn't pay attention to much during the season, even during the playoffs. I had work and stuff like that, so hopefully I can give you a better one next year. Upcoming reaction will be most likely on the All-Star edition of the Eastern Conference. Oh boy, I can't wait to see what he say about the Florida Panthers. So stay tuned for that video. Thank you for all my viewers. Like, comment, subscribe, and the Super Bowl is in Miami. Yay! Hopefully everything will be good by then. Thank you very much. Bye.